Docket number 9357. Motion to sever defendant Ryan M. Catrona from co-defendants Howard S. Metzler and Stephen B. Hanauer.
Why is there a motion to sever in a gang rape case now? I'd like to get this trial started, people. The more motions filed on this case, the more press attention it seems to get.
Your Honor, due to what we feel may be an overwhelming amount of evidence against his co-defendants.
What evidence? He's lying, he's got nothing. He wants to save his own ass.
Order.
Hey, don't be stupid, okay? Don't be dead.
Order.
We know what you did.
Counsel.
Okay, you hear me, Ryan?
Counsel.
Do you hear me?
I'll have your client
Do you hear me?
detained.
Look at me! Do you hear me, Katana? You hear me? I want you to know exactly what you did.
Wait, Ryan,
Walk
don't-
away! Walk away!
So, Howard, how long did you follow her for?
A couple blocks.
Did anybody talk about it while you followed her?
We really didn't think he'd go through with it.
Why? You talked about it before?
Yeah. Ryan said he wanted to. We just thought we'd set him up. He'd back off, get scared.
That's not true.
Did you touch Miss DeVries at all?
We're clear on that issue, Detective. My client stated that he only watched.
Did you want to touch her?
Ryan's the one who got off.
Hanauer's is worse. Says you begged them to help you do someone. Says they even had to stop you during the attack.
I don't want to see it. It's just more lies.
Why don't you fill us in?
I can't.
Ryan, whatever you're holding back must be damning enough to scare them. They're counting on your fear to protect themselves.
I'll take a lie detector test. You proved that I didn't do anything.
That's not enough of what your buddies are telling us.
Ryan, you're accused of raping a woman.
I'm 17. I don't have a record.
You'll be tried as an adult. And any jury that sees those tapes will send you up for a lot more time than your buddies will do.
Case number 9357 is dismissed. Defendants are free to go.
We know he was there. We need you to testify against him.
You do that, the DA will reduce the rape charges against you.
How far?
You'd have to talk to Stone, but he assured me, no time.
What about working for pruning?
You're not up on the drug charges. The hope is you clean that up by yourself.
He said he'd kill me.
You let us worry about that.
Truth is, he's a punk. He's not gonna last long in prison. You'd be the least of his problems.
Police! Timothy Grudy, you're under arrest! Hold it!
Get off me, man!
Charges rape and assault. You have the right to remain silent. Freeze!
Oh, those little bastards ratted on me, man. I'm not going down alone.
Put your head.
You hear me? You think I'm lying here? Go. Those little jerks were with me when we did it. I want those little humps.
Put something on.
Shut. Little puzzle.
What the hell's going on?
When was he Mirandized at the bust?
Hey, that's crap if he's saying he wasn't Mirandized.
I read him as we were taking him out.
After he made the statements.
Oh, are you gonna tell us about our day?
Sounds like spontaneous declaration to me.
Fine. It'll fall into for what it's worth, and I'll bury it. I'll be with my client. Let's not have this take all day.
Look at those mooks. Still selling crack.
Gentlemen, if this is a roust, you got no cause.
Hey, you think we need cause and trained, huh? You think we don't know how to move files, huh?
Hey, Mike. No roust, no charges, no interrogation. You just come in, make some statements, we listen.
Listen to what?
Your version of what happened. Since Tim Pruding's been in all day screaming that he didn't rape Monica DeVries.
What?
He says it was you guys.
You're full of it.
Watch your mouth. You think I pulled that name out of thin air? You want me to describe this place? In fact, we can drop by. I'll show you what a mess we made during the bust.
Is he saying we did it? That's a load.
Hey, you don't have to convince us. We know we did it. But we gotta pop somebody for it.
It's bull. You want us to roll.
We already arrested him, genius. We don't need you to incriminate him.
So we're not under arrest?
Absolutely not. Unless he convinces us that he's right.
It can't be used against us.
That's the deal. Tell you what, I'll make it really easy. I'll call legal aid. They'll set up a room. You come in and out, no hanging around. Give me a quarter. What? Give me a quarter. Think they have a reasonable expectation of privacy right now? Hi, honey, it's me. I'll probably be late tonight.
You're out of your mind. You know that. Stone's gonna blow a fuse over this, and Cragen will strap us to our desks forever.
Wrong, detective. They are not under arrest.
Because if he is, I'm not taking the fall, and neither should you. We didn't do her. He got off on it. So what's all this crap about keeping our mouth shut? He tells us they got no evidence because he's the only one who will match the load, and he gets picked up and rolls. Screw him. Look, we know what we did. We just tell it straight. All we did was hold her, maybe some other stupid stuff, but we're not writing down for Pruding.
All right, so it's damning. Do I have to run a list here, Stone? Miranda, Bartolomeo, the Supreme Court's Minnick decision. The whole thing's illegally obtained. They were both represented by counsel.
Not for the past 2 months, they weren't. There were no charges pending. There was no accusatory instrument pending, no outstanding indictment. I'm sure you know as well as I do that Minnick provides nothing new in New York.
What about their privacy?
The court's stance on the expectation of privacy is fairly clear.
Please, they were sitting in a cop car.
With the doors wide open in the middle of the day in a city street. You think there's a greater expectation of privacy there than on a cordless phone? And I'm sure you know the court's stance on that.
It's debatable.
That's not debatable. That's precedent. And that's what I'm going into court with. In the coming days, you will hear arguments on whether 3 men in this courtroom are guilty of the crime of rape. You will then be asked to decide 2 things: the fate of the defendants, and more indirectly, the fate of a legal system. A system which can be used by the defense to put a woman, violated against her will, on trial for anything ranging from how she was dressed to why she was in a particular neighborhood. It is the state's position that there are no valid reasons to justify violent sexual behavior against another person's will. It is my job to present these facts to you and hope that you will agree with the state's position. It is your job to listen. To listen how, through willful intimidation and a moderate knowledge of the legal system, these 3 men chose to flaunt their crime of rape in the face of a woman. And in the face of this system.